Good afternoon, students. In this Hardcore 2 class, let us discuss about multiple alleles. So, allele is a shorter term than allelomorph and it is alternate form of a gene. So, many genes have two alternate forms, but several other have more than two alternate forms. More than two alleles at the same locus give rise to a multiple allelic series. So, in a locus there will be more than two alleles and these are going to give rise to multiple allelic series. So, multiple alleles can be defined as a series of forms of a gene situated at the same locus of homologous chromosomes. So, these multiple alleles, these are the series of genes which are situated at the same locus in a homologous chromosomes. So according to Mendel, each gene had two alternate forms or allele morphs, one being a dominant and another being a recessive. So dominant being the wild type from which recessive mutant was evolved through mutation. Likewise, a wild type can mutate in many ways and produce many mutant forms, and a mutant can again undergo another mutation and give rise to new mutant. So, hence a gene can exist in more than two allelomorphs. Usually, wild type allele is dominant over its recessive allele, and wild allele is represented as a plus sign. So multiple alleles, these are also defined as a series of forms of genes which are situated at the same homologous chromosomes and affecting the same characters. Multiple alleles are alternative states at the same locus, and the classical example for multiple allele is a human blood group and a self-incompatibility in case of tobacco and also in brassica, and coat color in rabbit and eye color in Drosophila. So these are some of the examples of multiple alleles. So the number of possible genotype in a series of multiple allele is half of n into n plus 1, where n is the number of alleles. So, the diallelic gene can generate 3 genotypes. So, gene with 3 allele can generate 6 genotype. So, by using this formula, we can identify or we can know the number of genotypes. So, if the gene is having 3 alleles, so we have to apply this to the formula. N is 3. So half of 3 into 3 plus 1, and it is going to lead to the formation of 6 genotypes. So next is the important features of multiple alleles. So multiple alleles always belong to same locus, and one allele is present at a locus at a time in a chromosome. So these multiple alleles always belong to the same locus. Next is multiple alleles always control or influence the same character of an individual. So these are always going to influence on a same character. So wild type allele is dominant over the other allele. So always wild type allele is dominant because all the alleles of multiple series occupy same locus in chromosome. Therefore, no crossing over occurs within the alleles of a same multiple allele series. So, because of this, always wild type of allele is dominant. In a series of multiple alleles, wild type is always dominant And when any two of a mutant multiple alleles are crossed, the phenotype is mutant type and not the wild type. So when the mutant multiple alleles are crossed, the result is always a mutant type and not a wild type. So next let us move on to the examples. In that, first one is a blood group in human being. So on the basis of presence or absence of certain antigens, 4 blood groups in human beings have been established by Karl Landsteiner in the year of 1900, and the blood group system in human beings is believed to be controlled by a single gene generally designated as a I. So blood group is designated by a letter capital I. So the gene I has a 3 alleles, that is IA, IB and IO. So allele IA controls the production of antigen A, and IB control the production of antigen B, and IO control and it doesn't produce any antigen. So IA is going to produce A antigen, IB is going to produce B antigen, and IO doesn't produce any antigen. So individual with the genotype IA or IAIO produces antigen A and are classified in a blood group A. So individual with the genotype IB or IBIO are classified in blood group B, and individual with the genotype IO are grouped in a O blood group, and such individual produce neither antigen A nor antigen B. So individual with the genotype IAIB produce both the antigen A and B, and hence classified as a AB blood group. So in this chart you are going to observe the blood group, that is A blood group. It is having a antigen A and antibody is B, and a B blood group with antigen B, antibody A, and a blood group AB with antigen AB and antibody nil. There is no antibody in case of a AB blood group, and a blood group O with no antigen and presence of a AB antibody. So O is a universal donor. So O blood group is a universal donor and AB is a universal recipient. So next example is the skin or coat color in rabbit. So in rabbit, 4 kinds of skin color are known. They are agouti, chinchilla, Himalayan and albino, and it is due to multiple alleles of a single gene, that is capital C. So if the rabbit having a dark gray color, then it is having a full color or it is a wild type. So if it is a mixture of colored and white hairs over the body, then we consider it as a chinchilla. And if the main body is white while the tip of a ear, feet, tail and a snout are black, then it is a Himalayan. And if it is having no pigment, so if the rabbit it is having no pigment and with a pure white fur color, then we consider it as a albino type. Next is the third example is self-incompatibility alleles in a plant. A single plant may produce both male and female gametes, but pollen grains of this plant fail to fertilize the ovules of a same plant. So as a result, no seed will ever be produced. So in case of a self-incompatibility, the pollen grains of same plant will never going to fertilize the ovules of the same plant. So the same plants, however, will cross with certain other plants. So evidently they are not sterile. So in the self-incompatibility, the plants fail to fertilize the ovules of the same plant, but the pollen what they are going to produce, they are not sterile. This phenomenon is called as a self-incompatibility or a self-sterility. So the gene I has a 3 alleles. So in such alleles were described in tobacco plant, that is Nicotiana tabacum, by Carl Reuter in the year of 1764. Later on, the phenomenon of self-sterility is found to be common in many other dicot and also in a monocot plants such as a brassica, radish, tomato, potato, sweet cherries and also petunias and unique primroses. So in these species, self-incompatibility is governed by a single gene, that is capital S, which has a multiple alleles, that is S1, S2, S3, S4 and so on. So in case of a self-incompatibility, the gene which is governed is a capital S. So a Nicotiana plant could have any two of these but no more, since they are alleles located opposite each other in a pair of chromosomes. Fertilization could be accomplished only by a pollen grain with one of the alleles not present. For example, S1, S2 plants, if pollinated by S1, S2 pollen, would set no seed because neither S1 nor S2 could affect a fertilization. So in this chart we are going to observe, if S1, S2 plant is going to have a self-fertilization, then the seed formation is 0. There is no seed formation. Apparently, the pollen tubes will not grow down a style of a same genotype. Various combinations of the crosses with their progenies have been given in this table. So in the second genotype of a parent, S1, S2 crossed with the S1, S3. So here the functional pollen is a S3. And the progenies formed are S1, S3 and S2, S3. And in the third one, S1, S2 is crossed with S2 and S3. So here S2 is not a functional pollen, but S3 is, here it is a functional pollen, and the progeny are S1, S3 and S2, S3. So in the fourth type, S1, S3 crossed with S1, S2. So here S2 is the functional pollen and the progeny is S1, S2, S2 and S3. So next the fifth one is S2, S3 and S1, S2. So here the functional is S1 and it is having a progeny S1, S3 and S1, S2. And last one S2, S3 and S1, S3, functional is S1 and progenies are S1, S2 and S1, S3. So here what is going to happen is, the plants, if they are pollinated by the pollen of a similar plant or a same plant, then formation of a seed is absent or a nil. So by this, in this class, we came to know about the multiple alleles and examples for a multiple alleles. So first example was a human blood group. Second example was a skin color or coat color in a rabbit. And the third example is self-incompatibility or a self-sterility in case of a tobacco plant. So in the next class, let us study about multigenic inheritance. Thank you.